Well, good afternoon, worship team folks. So glad for you to, see me, and hopefully I can provide you with some encouragement. And I hope that you've had a good start to your week and a good previous week. And I have enjoyed hearing from several of you and just seeing how we can be praying and how you're doing through this quarantining and social distancing time, and just really being away from one another. I know it can be very challenging, and it's been good to talk to you, several of you on the phone, and just to hear your voice and just to chat and just to see how everything's going. And for the most part, I've heard several of you are doing well and a little bit stir crazy. Some of you may be growing a coronavirus beard like I am. We'll see how long that lasts before my wife makes me shave it, but I don't know if it's going to be a thing or not. I kind of just kid around, but hope you guys are doing well, and I just wanted to keep you guys updated on all things church. We just put it out here recently that the board and staff have approved that we will cancel Sunday service the 29th, and then Wednesday night service the 1st. So we won't be meeting in our facilities that Sunday and that Wednesday, although we will still be doing Facebook Live as we have been doing. And man, a different way to do ministry and connect, but praise the Lord that we have those avenues to do those kinds of things, and it has been so encouraging. I've been monitoring our Facebook Live feed, and just to see several of you plugging in. I think if you go off of our numbers last week, we had 80 people in our that were watching our Facebook Live, and I know several others have watched even after it's been recorded. But it's so neat to see people check in and then just to respond over chat and just say that we're here and just praying for one another and just to be an encouragement, and that's exciting to see. And gosh, what an awesome church that we're a part of, and I'm just so thankful for that ability. And I know that never can fully replace the ability to be together, and I know several of you are feeling that right now, and trust me, the pastoral staff is feeling that right now as well. And I know several of you have offered to do anything and to help, and maybe even come and be a part. And just know that we are trying to keep to the CDC recommendations as far as, no more than 10 people meeting at the building on a Sunday morning. And with what we've got going on, we're right around 10 right now, I think just under. And so we will continue to follow those guidelines. But I appreciate you guys just being willing to help in any way. And I think as long as we can continue to pray for one another, pray for our church, continue to call one another. I hear several people stepping up and finding ways to connect. I know there's several people that have been doing, I would call it, I'll call it driveway visitation, and have been going over to people's houses and parking in their driveways and maybe calling them and letting them see that, someone's there, or they've been walking, I don't know if it's up to the front door. I don't know, but they still getting that face-to-face interaction a certain way, but at a distance. And so it's going to take some creative ways to stay plugged in. And so I just continue to encourage you guys to do that. It's a struggle for the pastoral staff. We want to continue to grow and to see church grow. And so we're really just praying for creativity and just really God's leading as to what we can do. For myself and working with you guys, I'm continuing to think about things that I want to see us do when we get back together. And a lot of that deals with songs that we sing, obviously. That's a big part of our ministry. But there are other, I call it spiritual disciplines, that I like for us to grow through. And I just encourage you guys to just be in prayer for the worship ministry. And I'm looking forward to when we can get back together and to worship, and it's just going to be an awesome Sunday. And so just continue to pray, continue to check in on one another, and just continue to allow yourself grow. I read something the other day, I think it was a week or two ago. It's from a pastor, I forget his name. It's one of the bigger known pastors, but he was talking about managing yourself during this time, how to really stay on top of things. And he said, you know, the best thing that you can do to a certain degree is to get up, dress like you were going to work in a normal way, and it'll keep you from kind of getting down in the dumps, I guess is to say. Helps you to just stay motivated. And so I encourage you to not lose some normalcy to a certain degree. Kind of go about things the way that you normally do them, but also staying in the realm of your home and all that. And so challenging days, and it needs a lot of prayer. And so if you guys need me, you can always call me. I'll be checking in with several of you throughout the week. Get outside while we can. Hopefully we don't lose that ability to get out and to stretch our legs. Gosh, that has been a big lifesaver for me, and I enjoy doing that. And then just really take time to don't take for granted the time that you have with your family and your home. That's been great for me this week to be with my kids, and then Angela some extra time, and it has been really good. But I am really missing the rest of you and the rest of those people in my life, as you are as well. And so I want to encourage you in that way. Hope you guys are doing well. Hey, let me know how you're doing, how we can be praying for you. Let us all know that, and let's continue to grow together. And gosh, I'm looking forward to being back together. I know I'm repeating myself a lot, but hope you're doing well, and continue to check in on Facebook Live and do all these different creative ways in ministry. We're taking up food collections, and I've heard that's gone well. And we just got to continue to stay plugged in that way. And so, love you guys. Hope you have a great rest of the week. Who knows, I may make another video at some point this week, chat with you, and maybe challenge you in some ways. Continue to follow whatever the church is doing on social media, our website. Pastor Rod's been doing some daily devotionals, and that's great. Steve's been doing some good stuff. Even Rob's been doing some stuff on social media. It's good to see him out and about, and continue to pray for him with his sight, his back, poor guy, and just continue to pray for one another. So I'll see you guys later. Have a good rest of the week.